Okay, so got a few minutes here. If you just want to go ahead and skip ahead to the race, just go ahead and skip ahead. I think it's like 5 minutes.
Just tell me when to
I
join.
do not do these videos and I do not go to leagues to call people out. I do not do it to judge people. I do not do this to think that I am on a higher level than everybody
You need to
else.
get a new
I'm a guy that has a job. I work, have my own business on the
call
side,
911.
family. I
Fantastic
mean, most of my kids
dedication.
are grown. My youngest,
That is one clear
he's in
dedication.
halfway through his junior year.
That's
We are
awesome.
all normal people. Sim racers are just that. We have normal lives, and at night we
Who?
get on here, we get together, we have fun. That's what it is. But there are those that are up here, there are those that are down here, and most of us lie somewhere right in here. I do not want this to be taken the wrong way when I say I think I'm up around here.
About freaking time,
Plenty
motherfucker.
fast,
Never mind.
and my
Shut up,
number
shut up.
one thing is
Shut up, boy.
racers
Shut up. Don't
etiquette. And I
say
gotta
it.
plug in my controller while I talk
Too
here.
bad I'm saying it. It's about time, fuckers.
There is one exception to where you should be if you are doing this game. If you
16.
are simming. If you are an admin in a league
Do you still have your assists on?
during those league races, from here to here, you need to be up here. Okay? How your actions are on the track is going to depend on what everybody thinks of your league. You do not have to be the fastest guy out there. You can run dead last and you can still be a great admin. Just because you're an admin in a league does not mean you're the one that needs to be winning all the races. Your job as an admin in a league where people are taking time out of their busy lives to
Setting
race in your league, because
options
admit the
on.
reason why you're an admin is because you enjoy putting on races and whatnot, and that's good. We need those kind of people. I tried it once and I didn't like it. The reason why I'm saying all this is because there is a guy in this league. This is the Full Throttle Racing League. I'm not trying to throw the whole league under the bus.
Yeah.
I'm just calling out this one guy. I'm calling him out. I don't give a crap. His name is Cummins. MMR Cummins, whatever, you'll see it. See, he's starting there, what, 6? The guy's fast. He's got speed. But he's got zero racer's etiquette, and you're going to see it. You're going to see it. And he's got almost zero car control. I mean, maybe he has great car control. Maybe he just doesn't mind hitting people. I don't know. If you are a admin and you are out there hitting people up the track, I mean, bumping people is one thing. You know, a bump, it's going to happen in races. If you don't like getting bumped and rubbed a little bit here and there, you really should probably go do
12.
something else, because it's going to happen. I mean, it's racing. Like I said, we're just normal people getting out here for fun, whatnot. So there's the fact of that with Cummins, and like I said, you're going to see it here in just a minute once the race starts, and if you watch, and you're really going to see it if you watch. I think we're doing the late model race first, right? Yeah, we're doing the late model race first. You watch the modified race here at Cedar Lake, you're really going to see it. So we got about 12 seconds to go in. Another thing is the amount of time that it took the admins to get this going. I think it's Jay Clay. Jay Clay is a good dude. We got together a little bit, but nothing major.
Am I
You know, nothing
starting
that he
inside
did was
or
a foul. One
outside?
of them when the modifieds was my fault. But it was an hour and a half
Well,
long
he's
night.
starting
Each race
outside.
took about 10 minutes, and it took us an hour and a
Oh,
half to
come
complete the night.
on.
Granted, we did qualifying and heat races.
Oh,
and those took about a minute and a half each. So you figure that in, it was an hour of just trying to load people in, just trying to get the lineup. Look, if you're going to do a thing where you run multiple heats with only three to four cars, that's fine. It's your league. You do what you want to do. That is you. But if you're waiting on somebody and you're waiting minutes and minutes for somebody to call, guess what? You didn't make the field. You're out. You're done. You're not racing. Don't make everybody else. So here we go. Let's get on to the race. So I got Maxwell starting behind me. I think it's Maxwell. I go in the corner, go kind of hard in the corner. I was not expecting whoever that was to go in that slow. Nobody ever goes in the corners that slow. I popped him in the back. That's on me. Try to give them plenty of room on the high side. I don't understand why they went so slow. You don't have to go so slow. One thing about this league is the guys that finished last in their heat races, from what I understand, are the slower heat, started up front. I didn't quite understand that until after the night was over. So I was expecting somebody faster to be starting ahead of me. But you see, we pop off with a decent lead here. This is going to be caution-filled race, by the way, both of these races. Some of the people that are driving in here should not be in. We got one guy, I can't even remember his name, but he just would not shut up the entire race. He actually stops to take a phone call later in this race and causes a caution.
I started 15.
I can't remember his name. It doesn't matter. You can hear him in the background. Weird thing is, when I do read these recordings, I've got a little screen over here and a little screen over there. Over here is the screen of the race, and over here is the screen of me. So there you see Cummins. He gets into me. He goes from up the track, goes down the bottom, comes up, smashes me into the wall. I'm not going to say who these two drivers were, but I guess Cummins is known for that. Cummins actually called people out in the chat after this race, saying that we need to watch the drive, need to race cleaner. And from what I was up front the entire night, this race and the modified race. I have no idea what was going on back there. But from what I was told is Cummins was actually the main problem. Then that's what he's known for. So here I try to get a run on him down low, and he was pretty relentless on that block. Make sure I didn't get that. This is the guy, Twinkie. He's the one that just would not shut up, and you're going to see him get way out of control here. I mean, there was a couple guys. I think if you are a starter and just getting started in league racing, this might be a good league to go to. If you are somebody who has a lot of league experience, until they clean some things up, get more organized, get rid of some of these clowns in here, I would not recommend being in here, because you will get so stressed out. So this Twinkie guy, he's one of them that just blows into the corner. If you're there, he don't care. I mean, last night I was a little frustrated, but now I just kind of laugh about it. So we got these two up here. I don't even know who is that leading. Optimist was okay. A little rough around the edges, and nothing much to complain about. There you see Twinkie just blasting it into Optimist. There I got Cummins behind me here, so like I said, I knew what kind of driver he was there. He gives me a little bump, no harm, no foul. And here, bam, slams me right in the corner. And there goes Twinkie. I don't know what the heck Twinkie was. I don't know, man. Not my league and not my problem. I'm not coming back to this league. It was an okay night. But whatever. So here pretty soon we actually get a pretty decent, I think it's right here, we get a pretty decent green flag run. I think it's right here, and there you see I get slammed up into the wall again by this Maxwell clown. And notice, I do know one thing that's coming. We're on lap 17, going to 18. Monster slider where you just parks it. Look how much time up there that it cost me. That it cost me from Cummins. Lap 17 is not where you pull a slider to where you just stall it. Because you just cost yourself and the person running second at least a half second to the 7/10, maybe even more. I don't know. Some people, I don't know, they just run a lot of pubs and they think this is pub racing. Whatever. Not a lot of action here for a while. I'll probably just shut up for a minute here and just let this play through. But, I mean, like I said, Cummins was fast. He just... There was not etiquette there. I think that's Hamrick behind me. Yeah, Hamrick was pretty good. I enjoyed racing with Hamrick. He had some speed. He's one of those drivers that if he would find another half a tenth out there, he would definitely be one that was constantly competing way up front. If he stays in this league, there was a few people that left the league after this race. But if Hamrick, I think Hamrick should stay in here. If he's still in this league and if he's watching this, stay in this league. This would be a great league for you to go and get some wins, get that confidence up, get some experience. I see Hamrick being one of those guys that could make a name for himself. Just find that extra half tenth. If you could find yourself an entire tenth, you'd be really good. Good racers etiquette. We got into each other a couple times, just a little bit, but from what I've seen of him, pretty good racer. So here you see we're actually gaining on Cummins now that things have settled down, gaining about a tenth to 2/10 every lap to 2 laps. Lap traffic about to come into play. There's this car. I always say treat lap traffic with respect. You know, they're racing too. They need to. They're racing for position. But there's this clown. He's in the 96. I remember. Goody Mob. We're gonna get around him just fine. But I always treat a lap car with respect. You know, they're out there racing their race. They're trying to get points too. So that's a 96 that just went up and hit the wall there. I'm always paying attention to everybody. That's just the way I race. So that way I know what to expect when I get up there. And this 96 is all over the place. So I go to lap him, and he's going to over-under me. Really? Really? Nope. Sorry, I ain't got time for you, pal. Now, if you think that I race all lap cars down like that, watch this. Coming up here, I think it's this next corner. I'm going to try to dive below Night Slayer here. It'll be the next corner. Here I throttle up, and I notice in my rearview mirror I didn't pass him. I let off the throttle, let him go. I'm not going to hit him just because he's a lap car. You should never do that. There you see he got in trouble, hit the wall, and I'm able to go by. And there's the car spinning on his roof. He had to take a phone call.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
That's the Twinkie guy.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to take a phone call.
He took a phone call in the middle of a race. Whatever. So here at this point of the race, I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I dealing with here? So as soon as we bust out of turn 2 here, I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm winning it. Big slider right here. We're getting towards the end of the race, but you notice I'm in the middle of the track. I left him the entire top of the track. He could have, if he would have just stayed up high, he would have been just fine. I left him the entire top of the track. He was not able to do anything with it. He said he tried to run the middle, tried to hit me up the track, and it didn't work for him. And we're able to just take off right here. Actually, almost get into a lot of trouble right there. That could have been bad. But pull it off the wall. This is just my right rear scraping on it. And I'm waiting for a huge slider to come, but he just wasn't close enough. And celebrate it. Get the victory.
Good race comments.
Really, my only
Slider on
competition
ya?
there was
Hell
Cummins.
yeah. I'll take a top 7.
Is what it is. So that was the late model race. I don't know, guys.